Hello, everyone. Welcome to another bonus class. And today, episode 7 of Job Interview Bootcamp. Okay, so hold your grudges and let's begin. This episode, we are going to talk about a very important topic, which is salary and no need. Perdi o inglês total aqui agora. Salary negotiations. For example, what are your salary expectations? How would you answer this question? It's a very difficult question. It's not easy to answer, but not anymore, because today you are going to learn that this question won't make you sweat anymore, okay? And I'll explain why is a difficult question. If you say a number that is too high, you lose the interview. If you say a number that is too low, you might lose the interview or you lose money for years. Okay, so be careful. Okay, be careful because you gotta hold on. Okay, you gotta get that job with a good salary. So let's talk about the golden rules. First off, do not say a number too early. If possible, ask for their budget first. Never give a single number. Always give a range. So, for example, from 1,000 to 3,000. That's my expectation. Know the difference. Negotiate in annual gross, not monthly net. Okay, we are going to talk about them now. Before we take a look at the script, we are going to take a look at the vocabulary. Okay, pay attention, y'all. This is important. Annual salary. Annual salary is the total amount for 12 months. Okay, so annual salary. Usually in US or Europe, they do not talk about salary monthly. They talk about it annually. Okay, so how much do you earn? Oh, I earn 1,200 a year. Okay, so this is not correct. Of course, it's not correct, but I'm just putting numbers. Gross. Gross is not disgusting. In this case here, the gross is the money, the bruto, the money before the government takes taxes. The net is the liquid in Portuguese, which is the net, the money that actually enters your bank account with all the taxes taken. The base salary is actually the guaranteed money without bonuses. The OTE is the on target earnings, the base salary plus the expected commission, common in sales. Normally, if you work with something that doesn't have commissions, your salary will be a little higher because it will compensate for the type of work. If you work in sales, then probably you will have a lower base salary, but with the commissions, your salary might get up. I won't lie, you guys. Working in sales, it's not a piece of cake, okay? Sales are difficult. But here we are to learn, right? So let's take a look at the scripts. The script number one, how to answer the question. What's your salary expectation? Right now, I'm more focused on finding the right fit than the salary. I would love to learn more about the role and the team first. Could you share the budget range you have approved for this position? So, in this case, you are deferring the question, delaying the answer. Okay? You will use this if they ask too early in the process. Now, option B is, what are your salary expectations? Based on my market research and my experience level, I am looking for a salary in the range of low number to high number annually, depending on the full benefits package. So this is give your range. If they insist, not on the first try, if they insist, you give your range. Use this if you need to give a number, if you need to give a number, okay? Because it's better to talk about the range than to talk about the actual number. The option C is to clarify, which is like when they make an offer, you clarify. This is the most important question. Just to clarify, is this amount the base salary or does it include bonuses? And is this figure gross or net? So you are asking if it's the gross, so the salary without the taxes taken out, or the net, the salary that you actually receive. It's important to clarify because um, especially for us international applicants, we need to be sure. We need to make sure that we understand our salary and the salary expectation of the company as well. How much are they willing to pay you? How much are they willing to give to you? Okay? Be careful. Now, vocabulary check again. We already did this, but let's repeat. Annual salary, total amount 12 months. Gross, money before the taxes. Net, money after the taxes. Base salary, guaranteed money without the bonuses. OTE, bonus, no, base salary plus commission or bonuses. Okay? Make sure to know that. Make sure to take notes of that. Now, four common mistakes for you to avoid during your interview, and especially the part where they ask you about the money. Don't think monthly. So if you ask for 5,000, they might think you mean 5,000 per year, and that's very low. Or even 5,000 gross, which is less than you want. You always say per year or annually, okay? So you always think of higher numbers. If it's 5,000 a month, then you multiply by 12 and blah, blah, blah. Do not accept immediately the value, the amount that they offer. When they make an offer, you should say that you will review the details, or that you will, or you give like, or you give like a counter proposal, with a higher number, or even not. It doesn't need to be that high. It can be just a little bit higher to see if they go there, and if they say like, oh no, unfortunately that is out of our budget, then you accept it. Okay, if you really want the job, if you are not willing to accept this value, do not devalue yourself. You are worth it. You can do this. Giving a number without research. Do not guess, okay? It's important to guess. Using platforms like Glassdoor, PayScale, LinkedIn, find the market value of the job you are offering and you are willing to do, okay? Be prepared, always. Forgetting benefits, do not forget the benefits. Sometimes a lower salary is okay because they offer health insurance, stocks, unlimited vacation, or commission, bonuses. They are very good, especially health insurance. It's a very nice benefit. So check that out. And that's it. I hope you really liked this lesson. This was a much faster lesson, but it was prepared to be faster. And I will see you next lesson, the final lesson of our beautiful course talking about job interviews. Kisses from Teacher Bella, and see you next lesson.